Okay, so now we are in Star Logo Nova. It's basically a advanced. Let me stop this. It is a coding website. You can download it anywhere. And today we will be simulating a disease, and this kind of depends on how evil you want to be to your little critters. So we're going to set it up here. For the code, to start off, you have the you will use this code. It is, whoops. You start off with this. You put the setup right here. Then you go into setup and run. Clear everyone. And then you will put, this is in the math. You will put this into here, and you will number it 300, like so. And then you will, under the to get this block, you go into the polar bears or whatever you're trying to kill or stuff like that, and you find this block, and in this number you put the 300, and then you put set color. It is right here, set color, and you will set it to gray. If it'll work. Gray. Then if you want, you can set shape to whatever you want. I've got a polar bear, and you want to use one that does not have a skin. So like this, it doesn't have any texture, so that's why you want to pick that, or a fish, anything like that. So then you go into logic and find the if-then block, and that is basically a scenario. So what it will do in a certain circumstance. So the first one is we have to do some math. Pick this one. So basically, if out of a random amount, only a certain amount will contract the disease, those unfortunate people. So we're going to get the random, and then we have to put in the numbers. So this is, you can use whatever numbers you want. It depends on how bad you want the severity of it, or how many you want to get the disease, or how evil you want to be, and how many you want to kill. So I'm just going to do 100 and 10. So out of 100, 10 will be those unfortunate animals, and we'll get the disease. So then we go to set color, and we will set the color to red, and then scatter everyone. We need to put this in a setup block first, though, so let me do that. And scatter everyone is in here. Or you can just scatter this. So that is your first one. And you can, this is how you will create this. You can get rid of the code eventually if you don't want it, but if you want to keep it, if you want to do multiple runs of this test, you will need to keep this. So the next one we will be doing is a forever, and this will be the code to show what will happen over the course of the simulation. So let's go back to the factory and get a forever block. Put that right there. You can name it whatever you want. So if you want to, because there is no terrain paint, you will have to do this. I chose white because it is easier to see the agents. The default is the default color is green, so I'm just going to do white. Now the next step is we will be doing how they move. So in movement, get a forward block and keep that at 1, and then you will get a right. Where is it? Here. A right block, and you will get the random block and set it to 10. So get that. So then we do the same thing except with the left block, and that will go there. I'm deleting it because I can. Here it is. Now the next set is the if-then. So first we're going to get the first one, put that right there, and then this one will be go into math, equal, I think, yes. So then we go into other agents, get the color of block, and then you put the placeholder ID in there. Oops. Sometimes it doesn't want to go in. Put that right there. And then, of course, you don't have to use the same color as I am, but ID equals red. Now that means if the infected polar bear or whatever you're using, this one will make sure that a random amount will get better. So then we go to logic and get another if-then block and put that inside this one. And then we get another math block. If it'll work. Now the interesting thing about this is you can adjust this to however you want, or how many you want to kill over this simulation. So I'm just going to put random 3,000, and then next one is it was, yeah, sorry, you don't want to use an equal sign, you want to use a less than or equal to sign. So that looks like this. Where is it? Here. Color, numbers, there. Yeah. Then you want to set the color to gray, so that basically means, or whatever color your healthy polar bears are, or whatever you're using, this will basically assure that some will get healthy. And of course you can change around these values as you see fit. So then the next one is another if and then block, and that's probably the one you use the most. And this one is optional. It basically means if you want to kill them or not, this is what you use. So you can just skip if you want to, if you don't want to. You just want to see how many of them can get it. But I want to get rid of them. So the first one, we are going to be using the equal to block over here. Equal to block. And then we are going to use color of ID. You know, the ID is a placeholder, because I haven't found out what that means or how you use it besides that. So color of traits ID. If it is red, so colors equals red. Then you put another if and then block out of the logic. So we're going to use a less than or equal to sign again from the math section. Lots of math involved in this. Put that there, and we're going to get the random one out again. Random. And then another number that, if you want them to die, you can set it to a lower value, but I'm going to set it to 6,000, and then set the next one to 1. Now, even though this sounds like a very big, very drastic, it works, and that means actually a significant amount end up dying. So then you use the die button out of logic. So for some reason that's in the logic. I don't know. Here it is. I don't know what the developers were thinking. Logic leads to death. I don't know, but that goes there. So now the next one. This assures the this will assure if they spread. Now, you can only get one collision in each world, and I can't get it again since I'm remaking this code. And so you can just copy off this one. This basically means you copy the same. It's the same for both. So if test collide, which you find in the other agents, I think. Yeah, you find it in the other agents. Let me get the equal to. I'll just recreate it right here without the collision block, but you need to set it into that. So, math, collide, if it is red, then if it is red, then you will set the color to red. Then colors, nope. Don't need that. Set color to red. And then you do the same exact thing for the next one. And then you put each one into the box, so that means when one polar bear collides with another, they get the disease. So then you can, if you want to, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because you can record this data. Now, whenever I try to do this line graph, it ends up crashing. I don't know how you can fix that, but what I usually do, and what you can do if you can get it to work on your computer, is you can record the color of. So basically, you record how many of each color there are left, and you want to use a line graph so you can show the progression or digression of, I think that's a word, of the population. Oh wait, wrong color. So this basically allows you to, this allows you to see how many of them are affected. Now, this will not work if you use the die. This piece of code right here, that kills them, because not much will happen, because it won't be a fair chart, because some will have died, some will still be color of red, some will still be gray or whatever color you use. Of course, So now you can, I'm just going to get rid of this code. You can copy this one right here if you need to. So I hope this was I hope this helped you out with this, and it's pretty cool once you just slaughter polar bears in class. I mean, So now we're going to run the simulation, and I'll set this up, and this one is a little bit smoother, but if you want to go really fast, you can do that. So, here you go. And then from there, you can see how many people, or polar bears, or whatever you use, how many you can kill in the allotted amount of time, how long it takes, and yeah, it's a pretty cool program. I enjoyed it, and see you later.